The Epstein legacy, a look at his victims' lives now. In a world where the echelons of power and wealth often cast long shadows, one scandal signified the perpetuation of this darkness, demanding the attention of the global community. The name Jeffrey Epstein, once associated with prestige and influence, has become a chilling reminder of a hidden world in which the rich and powerful are unbound by the rules that govern ordinary people. Epstein's life was a twisted circus of opulence, manipulation, and abuse, culminating in a scandal that sent shockwaves through society's upper crust. His sudden death in August 2019 marked the end of his abuse, but the repercussions of his actions continue to reverberate, exposing a network of complicity and corruption that extends far beyond one man. Today, we delve into the aftermath of this scandal, focusing not on Epstein himself, but on those who suffered most at his hands, his victims. These individuals, once silenced by fear and shame, have now emerged as survivors, their voices echoing through courtrooms and across media platforms. They have stepped forward bravely to share their stories, shedding light on the horrifying realities they endured. These survivors come from all walks of life, their paths crossing with Epstein's under different circumstances. Yet their stories share striking similarities: tales of vulnerability exploited, innocence stolen, and lives altered irrevocably. Each account is a testament to strength and resilience, painting a picture of courage in the face of unimaginable adversity. As we delve into their journeys, we'll explore their initial encounters with Epstein, the manipulation tactics he employed to lure them into his orbit, and the abuse they suffered. We'll also look at their lives post-Epstein, focusing on their ongoing fight for justice, their healing processes, and their efforts to reclaim their futures. The Epstein legacy is a stark reminder of the abuse that took place behind closed doors, shielded behind a veil of wealth and power. But it's also a testament to the resilience of the survivors, who continue to fight for justice and healing. Their stories serve as a beacon of hope, illuminating the path towards a future in which such atrocities are a thing of the past. Join us as we shed light on the Epstein legacy, a look at his victims' lives now. This is their story, their strength, and their journey towards a future free from the shadow of Epstein. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this compelling narrative. Our story begins with Epstein himself, a financier and convicted sex offender whose life was shrouded in mystery and controversy. Epstein moved in the highest circles of power, his wealth and influence opening doors to the world's elite. Yet, beneath this veneer of respectability lurked a predator, one who exploited the vulnerable for his own perverse gratification. In August 2019, Epstein was found dead in his prison cell, a shocking end to a life marked by scandal and criminality. His death, ruled a suicide, sparked a flurry of questions and conspiracy theories. How did a man on suicide watch manage to take his own life? Why were the regular checks on his well-being not carried out on the night of his death? And perhaps most importantly, who else was involved in his sordid activities? In the heart of Manhattan, a courtroom became the stage for a drama that would captivate the world. 4 women, Jane, Kate, Carolyn, and Annie Farmer, took to the stand, their voices steady, their resolve unwavering. They were there to testify against Ghislaine Maxwell, a woman they had once known as a friend, a mentor, even a confidant. But beneath the facade of friendship lurked a darker reality. Maxwell, they claimed, had lured them into Jeffrey Epstein's sprawling web of predation when they were just teenagers. Their testimonies painted a compelling and powerful story of sexual abuse. Each woman had her own tale to tell, her own encounter with Maxwell and Epstein. Yet their stories bore striking similarities, revealing a pattern of manipulation and exploitation that was as chilling as it was commonplace. Jane, Kate, Carolyn, and Annie Farmer were not just victims, they were survivors. They had endured unimaginable trauma, their lives forever marked by their encounters with Epstein. Yet they refused to be defined by their past. Instead, they chose to fight, to speak out, to ensure that their stories were heard. Their testimonies were not just about exposing the truth about Epstein and Maxwell, they were about reclaiming their power, their dignity, their lives. They stood in that courtroom not as victims, but as warriors, their courage a testament to their resilience and strength. As we delve deeper into their stories, we'll explore the circumstances of their encounters with Maxwell, the tactics she used to lure them into Epstein's world, and the impact of the abuse they suffered. We'll also look at their lives post-Epstein, focusing on their ongoing fight for justice, their healing process, and their efforts to reclaim their lives. Each of these women, Jane, Kate, Carolyn, and Annie Farmer, described a time in their lives when they were particularly vulnerable. They were young, impressionable, and grappling with their own personal challenges. Some were dealing with financial scarcity, struggling to make ends meet in a world that often seemed indifferent to their plight. Others were navigating strained family relationships, seeking solace, comfort, and understanding outside their homes. It was during these tumultuous times that they met Ghislaine Maxwell. She presented herself as a friend, a mentor, someone who cared about their lives and could alleviate their struggles. She asked them questions about their lives, showing an interest that made them understood. She made them feel comfortable, easing their suspicions and fears about Jeffrey Epstein. But this comfort was a facade, a manipulation tactic designed to draw them into Epstein's orbit. Maxwell's interest in their lives was not genuine. It was a means to an end, a way to make them more susceptible to Epstein's advances. As we delve deeper into their stories, we'll explore how this manipulation played out, how Maxwell and Epstein exploited their vulnerabilities, and the profound impact this had on their lives. We'll also look at their journey towards healing, their efforts to reclaim their power, and their fight for justice. As the women delved deeper into their experiences, a disturbing pattern began to emerge. Each one of them described Ghislaine Maxwell as integral to Epstein's web of abuse. They painted a picture of a woman who was not just a bystander, but a facilitator of abuse and an active participant in their exploitation. Maxwell, they claimed, was not just aware of Epstein's actions, but was often involved in them. She was described as working tirelessly to satisfy Epstein's physical needs, coordinating the girls' appointments with him, and even joining in with the abuse herself. 3 of the women testified that Maxwell had touched them inappropriately, further blurring the lines between victim and perpetrator. Their testimonies portrayed Maxwell as an enabler, a facilitator, and in some instances, an enthusiastic participant in their abuse. These revelations shed new light on the depth of Maxwell's depravity, as well as her involvement in Epstein's crimes. They revealed a woman who was not just complicit in Epstein's actions, but was an active participant in them. In the years following Epstein's death, the quest for truth and justice continued. Nearly 4 years after his demise, a treasure trove of documents related to Epstein's case was obtained from the U.S. Bureau of Prisons under the Freedom of Information Act. These documents, numbering over 4,000 pages, offered a startling glimpse into the events surrounding Epstein's death. The documents revealed a muddled response from the U.S. prison agency after Epstein was found unresponsive in his cell. The protocols that were meant to ensure the safety and well-being of inmates seemed to have been grossly overlooked in Epstein's case. Regular checks on his well-being were not carried out on the night of his death, raising questions about the efficiency and reliability of the prison system. These revelations sparked a wave of outrage and disbelief, fueling the conspiracy theories that had been swirling around Epstein's death. They also shed new light on the systemic failures that allowed such a high-profile inmate to die under suspicious circumstances. But amidst the controversy and speculation, one thing remained clear: Epstein's victims were still seeking justice. Despite the roadblocks and challenges, they continued their fight, undeterred by the magnitude of the battle they were facing. As we delve deeper into their journey, we note their reactions to these revelations, their ongoing fight for justice, and their unwavering resolve to ensure that the truth about Epstein's crimes is brought to light. As we draw this exploration to a close, it's important to remember that the Epstein legacy is not just a tale of abuse and exploitation. It's a stark reminder of the systemic failures that allowed such atrocities to occur, shielded by a veil of wealth and power. But more than that, it's a testament to the resilience and courage of the survivors. These survivors, once victims, have emerged from the shadows of their past, their voices echoing through courtrooms and across media outlets ever since. They have bravely stepped forward to share their stories, shedding light on the horrifying reality they endured. Their testimonies have sparked a global conversation about power, abuse, and justice, challenging us to confront these issues head-on. Their fight for justice is far from over. Despite the roadblocks and challenges, they continue to push forward, their resolve unwavering. Their journey towards healing is a testament to their strength and resilience, serving as a beacon of hope for others who may be grappling with similar experiences. As we move forward, it's crucial that we continue to support these survivors in their fight for justice. Their stories serve as a stark reminder of the work that still needs to be done to ensure that such atrocities are a thing of the past. Thank you for joining us as we shed light on the Epstein legacy, a look at his victims' lives now. This exploration has been a journey of discovery, of understanding, and of hope. It's a testament to the power of truth, the importance of justice, and the resilience of the human spirit. Stay tuned as we continue to delve into compelling narratives, explore pressing issues, and shed light on the stories that matter. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep fighting for justice.